Ethiopian military has produced hundreds of drones in the last 3 months. It was stated during a parliamentary discussion by the organization which is manufacturing drones in Ethiopia. Secondly, in Wolkait today, a military parade is being organized. Welcome to my views and news. Thanks for watching the channel. Good to be with you. Let's start from Wolkait. Wolkait, Humera Sagede, disputed territory between the Tigray and Amhara regions. In Wolkait, a military parade is being organized today. Takeze guards, militia members have been seen parading on the streets of my Kadra town. If you followed the incidents of Tigray war, 2 year long war, which ended in November 2022, then you would be aware of my Kadra massacre. The massacre was committed in the second week of November 2020 when war erupted between Tigray regional forces and Ethiopian federal forces. Hundreds of innocent, unarmed civilians were massacred in that deadly attack. Ethiopian federal government and federal forces accused Tigray fighters. They said when Tigray fighters had to retreat from Wolkait, Tigray militia called Samre committed this massacre. Tigray People Liberation Fund denies. It says that it had no hand in the incident which led to deaths of hundreds of people, unarmed people. They were not killed in combat. They were not fighters. They were civilians. Investigations have been conducted and identities of victims have been confirmed. Most of the victims were ethnic Amharas. That is why some investigators in their investigations accuse TPLF-backed elements of having committed my Kadra massacre. A TPLF denies every massacre which happened during Tigray war is disputed. My Kadra is disputed by TPLF. Axom massacre is disputed by ENDF and Tigray. ENDF and Eritrean military. The massacres which happened in Amhara are disputed by TPLF. International investigations could not continue. Perpetrators have not been brought to justice, and the region is on the verge of another war. So, to commemorate the atrocities committed in my Kadra in the second week of November 2020, today a military parade was organized. I don't know why a military parade was organized. I mean, is this the best way to remember the victims of victims of a massacre? You know that 2 days ago, Wolkait, Tumara Sag, and the security chief, Damak Zadu, said that Takeze guards, that Amhara militias in the area are capable of defending Wolkait, capable of attacking enemy forces without anyone's support. I think Amhara people, Amhara forces are showing their strength. That is why they are organizing a military parade. They are telling TPLF, Tigray forces, that they won't allow a Kedra-like massacre again to be committed in Wolkait. This time they are ready. So the military parade is linked to Damakezadu's announcement that Akazay guards are prepared to defend Wolkait. TPLF and Tigray military have been criticizing Ethiopian federal government for establishing a strong militia force called Akazay guards in Humera, Wolkait, Sagade. Secondly, the Ethiopian military has manufactured hundreds of drones in the last 3 months. It was announced by Deputy Director of Ethiopian Cyber Security Agency. You know that in the last few months, Ethiopian PM inaugurated two factories which are building or assembling drones. Aero Abe and Skywin are the two companies, two factories. Aero Abe is manufacturing small drones, kamikaze drones, loitering munitions. These small drones are used for conducting drone shows as well. Skywin manufactures larger drones with reconnaissance and monitoring capabilities. Both the drones manufactured by Aeroabe and Skywin can be used for military purposes. Both claim to be precise. Both drones, small ones and larger ones, can be fitted with ammunition. INSA has announced that it produced 300 drones in the last 3 months. INSA, is Ethiopian Information Network and Security Administration. It is Ethiopian Cyber Security Agency. Daniel Gutta is the Deputy Director of INSA. INSA has submitted a report, quarterly report, to Ethiopian Parliament's Standing Committee on Foreign Relations and Peace Affairs. In this report, it is mentioned that in the last 3 months, 300 drones were manufactured by Skywin and Aeroabe. They produce these drones separately and jointly. The report states that most of these drones have been produced for entertainment purpose, for income generation purpose, and that Ethiopia is trying to penetrate local and regional market to sell the drones. The report states that Ethiopian government, the relevant quarters, are making efforts to increase the production capacity of the two factories, Aeroabe and Skywin. As I said earlier, all these drones can be used for military purposes. Ammunition can be fitted. If Ethiopia can produce 300 drones in just 3 months, only a few months after the launch of these factories, it means that on a short notice, hundreds of these drones can be manufactured or assembled. The critics of the Ethiopian government say that Ethiopia is only assembling these drones, that parts are being imported from abroad, from the UAE, from China. Maybe Israel could also be supporting. Ethiopia is not originally manufacturing these drones. Whether Ethiopia is originally manufacturing or not, it is producing drones. And if it can produce hundreds of drones in a month, which I think it will achieve the target in coming weeks, it means that it can use these drones for all purposes, not just civilian purposes, but for military purposes too. INSA wants to make money from conducting drone shows. like a drone show we saw in Addis Ababa a few months ago. India is producing these drones so that other African countries will hire INSA-backed entities to organize drone shows in those countries. Ethiopia wants to be an exporter of drones too. And secondly, it is using these drones in internal conflicts. I said in last night's live chat that I'll do a special video or live chat about the use or the role of drones in the ongoing and coming conflicts. How can these Ethiopian opposition groups counter the drones? Is there any possibility? Hopefully, we'll talk about that today or tomorrow in a live chat. Thanks for watching.